What's up guys, I'm Phoenix Master 1 and welcome back for some more Fire Emblem heroes. So we know that a Legendary Hero Summon banner is going to be coming out at the end of December. They pretty much implied that at the end of their Fjorm introduction video, and I guess these banners are going to be once a month. So they have definitely set some precedents from the first Legendary Hero Summon banner. The first one is that it's going to be having 12 units, 3 from each color, and even seasonal units will be on this banner. So they are pretty much making the return of the seasonal units through these banners. So that makes me think that they might not be repeating them next year, and they will have completely new seasonal units for like each seasonal banner which they had this year. So that's pretty interesting. And the main precedence which they have set is that these banners will have 8% chance of the appearance rate of the focus units. They're not going to be any kind of pity breakers or non-focus units, so you can only summon these 5-star units from these banners. And on paper it does appear pretty good, but as we saw last time, people got really unlucky on the last Legendary Hero Summon banners. So now big numbers are definitely good to look at, but in reality it's not really that good of a chance to get all of these units. And these banners will feature some of the most popular and strongest units in the game, and through these banners I guess they're going to be releasing more legendary heroes. They did release Fjorm, and she's the only legendary hero right now present in the game with her ice element. There are going to be fire one and earth one and even a wind one. So they might release the heroes through this and also give us them through the chapters, like how they gave us Fjorm, or it just might be one-time thing how would they gave us Fjorm as a free-to-play unit just like as a present, and the legendary heroes which are to come will only be available through summoning on these kinds of banners. So it's definitely interesting and there are a lot of possibilities. So in this video I'm going to be sharing what I think is going to be the second Legendary Hero Summon banner, and what are some of the units which I would like to see on that banner, and that banner is only a few days away. So these are the units which I think are going to be on that banner, and these are in their silhouette. So if you can try to guess them and leave your guesses in the comment section down below. Some of them are pretty easy to guess, but some of them are pretty hard to guess because you will not be able to explicitly see them through the silhouettes, and I'll reveal them as I go. So first of all, let's begin with the red color. For the red color, I think they should release Alencia, Zygarde, and Rama on the Legendary Hero Summon banner for December. Alencia is definitely a pretty interesting unit because she's the strongest flyer for red color. Previously we had Shida, who hits like a wet noodle, and then we had Pala, who was pretty decent both offensively and defensively, but couldn't really get to the level of offensive power as Alencia. Alencia is pretty insane because of her legendary brave weapon, which only gives -2 speed penalty as opposed to -5. So Alencia is definitely one of the best flyers in the game, and she can utilize her brave weapon really well, especially on a Fire Emblem team. So it would be pretty cool if they could release Alencia on this banner. And Halloween Noe's another red unit who's pretty good flyer, but she's limited and she's gone, so I doubt they will be releasing her this soon. And then we have got Zygarde, one of the best tanks in the game because of his Divine Chirping and his Crusader Sword, and he's definitely a pretty annoying unit to face in arena, and you can just make a Wings of Mercy defense team around him because he's so hard to take out in the player phase, and then you can proc Wings of Mercy from your other units and just annoy the hell out of your opponent. So he's definitely a very popular unit, and as for skill inheritance, you can definitely inherit speed smoke and close defense from him. From Alencia, I guess there's not much to inherit other than flyer formation, which is a pretty mediocre skill. So Alencia does not really give too much in terms of skill inheritance if you already have her, but Zygarde does give you a lot in close defense and speed smoke. And then I've got Rama, and I think that there at least should be one red distant counter unit on these kinds of banner, because if newer players decide to summon on this banner, then it's pretty helpful to have a distant counter unit early on in the game, and then you can beat the game faster. So that's why I've got Rama here. He has nothing for skill inheritance. All of his skills are so useless for inheritance. And Ike, on the other hand, on the previous banner had Heavy Blade and Ether, which are super useful, but Rama doesn't really have anything for skill inheritance. So that was my red color which I have in mind. And then I've got the blue color. I guess you could argue that this is going to be the worst color even on this banner because of Bunny, Lucina, and Fjorm. Fjorm, you get her as a free unit, and unless you're aiming to get like a +10 or highly merged Fjorm for your arena team, it's not really worth summoning on the blue color for her. And then we have got Bunny Lucina, who can provide Swift Sparrow for skill inheritance, and she isn't really a game breaking mage because she gets outclassed by Tail2, who can appear as a 4-star unit, so there isn't really much appeal for summoning for Bunny Lucina unless you really like her. But of course, she can run a Blade Tome set, and she does provide you with Soul Sparrow. Fjorm provides you with Shield Pulse if you want to make some niche builds with that, and she of course gives you Attack Defense Bond, which is really good skill for a lot of healers actually, and for a lot of Altom builds. And then we have got Bright Charlotte, who is a remaining unit from the Bridal Blessing banner, and she's a pretty good unit because of her high attack. She can run a Brave Lance set and be pretty good with that. Her seasonal weapon, First Bite Plus, actually got an upgrade through Weapon Refinery, and now it gives the user and allies within 2 spaces +5 defense and +5 res after this unit initiates a combat. So it's pretty insane actually. And Bunny Lucina's Blue Egg Plus also got a buff where it will restore your health by 4 even in the enemy phase. Previously it only did that in the player phase, but a bulky blue mage might as well run a Raven Tome to check a big threat like Brave Lynn, or just run an Owl Tome. So Bunny Lucina's weapon is not really that appealing when it comes to skill inheritance. So that was my blue color. It's pretty underwhelming, I'm not gonna be lying, outside of Charlotte, but hey, it is what it is. Fjorm of course is gonna be on the blue color, and we did have Spring Xander and Bright Cheetah last time, so it does make sense for the remaining seasonal units from those seasonal banners to appear on this Legendary Hero Summon banner and complete the full circle. And I guess on the third Legendary Hero Summon banner, we might start getting summer units. Some of these summer units were actually really good, like Summer Gaius. Spring banner was definitely the most underwhelming seasonal banner we've got so far, but if they have adopted a method, then they might as well stick to it and make a rerun for these seasonal units regardless of how good they are. I would definitely love to put Dulthea instead of Bunny Lucina, but like I said, it does make sense for Bunny Lucina to return, and for Skeleton she can definitely give Soul Sparrow if people are not going to be using her. And then I move on to my green color. For my green color, I've got Brave Ike. Yes, he has got the Steady Breath skill, which is an insane skill in this metagame, and Brave Ike himself is such a good unit, so I would definitely like to see Brave Ike. And they accidentally put Brave Ike in the trailer of the last Legendary Hero Summon banner, and that definitely bamboozled a lot of people because people thought till the end that Brave Ike was gonna be on that banner along with regular Ike, but of course he was not. So of course Brave Ike should be on this banner in my opinion as a Brave Hero. Last time we had Brave Lynn, so that's why Brave Ike would be really nice. And of course we will have Spring Crom because he is the remaining seasonal unit from the Spring banner along with Bunny Lucina, so he's definitely going to be there. And then I've got Sonya from the Green Tomes. Sonya is a pretty unique unit because of her Dark Excalibur. There isn't really a tome in the game which works like a Vote Out Plus, and her Dark Excalibur definitely has that property, so she's very unique. And she also gives Res Ploy 3 for Skeletons if you're not going to be using her. And of course Spring Crom has got Carrot Axe Plus, which is pretty useful for some of the enemy phase builds for axe units because it does heal your unit for 4 HP after any kind of combat. So it could be useful if you're running Quick Riposte with it because it does heal your HP by 4 after any kind of combat. So it could help you stay in the Quick Riposte range, or you could just use that to stack up with Renewal. So you could definitely make use of these units in terms of skill inheritance. And then we move on to the colorless units. And for colorless units, I've got Innes. I would really like to get Innes because he's definitely one of the units I'm missing. And it does make sense for them to release Innes on this banner because we've got Bright Cordelia and Brave Lynn who are like top 2 archers in the game. And Innes definitely comes at the 3rd position along with Halloween Jacob. Halloween Jacob is not going to be getting a rerun this early, so Innes of course does make sense. And Innes was not on Tana and Amelia's Bounty to Battle banner, so that was pretty strange. So I think they're definitely going to be putting Innes on this banner. And then we've got Elise. Elise is definitely the best offensive healer in the game if she runs the Wrathful Staff and Dazzling Staff Weapon Refine. And she could definitely be threatening and annoying, definitely very annoying on a Horse Emblem team, but if you're a high-level arena player, then you're not going to be seeing her much because of her low BST. For Skeleton, she's got Gravity Plus as her staff, and that staff is pretty broken because you could just annoy your opponent's team with Gravity and then reposition Elise out of the way and just repeat that and do a lot of chip damage. Now there are definitely ways of breaking out of that with dancers and stuff, but for the most part it could be annoying. And Innes of course has got Fortress Res and Cancel Affinity as a skill which he can provide for Skeletons, which is definitely very useful. And then at last we have got Bright Lynn, the remaining unit from the Bridal Blessing banner. And Bright Lynn with her Candlelight is so good. She also has Dazzling Staff, which a lot of people would like to inherit on their healers. So she would be amazing as a unit who can return on this banner. And that is pretty much gonna be my wish list slash prediction for the Legendary Hero Summon banner. Not so much of a prediction, but definitely more of a wish list, but we are going to be getting another legendary hero, possibly an earth one or a fire one, through this legendary hero summon banner. So one of these units are definitely going to get replaced. It could be a green unit, it could be a red unit. The data miners have found an extra unit along with all of the Christmas units, and they do not have any kind of data for that extra unit. We just know that there is a unit that we do not know about, and that is already planned for the game. It could be a Tempest Ride reward, or it could be a legendary hero. So definitely let me know about your expectations and what units you would like to see on the legendary hero summon banner, which comes out in December, in the comment section down below. I'm definitely interested in that, and if you enjoyed, then please be sure to leave a like, as it helps me a lot. And if you haven't already, then make sure to subscribe so that you do not miss out on more Fire Emblem Heroes content, which I'm going to be uploading in future. So with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.